These are the 5 scariest movies of my entire life. Ever since I was a kid and I watched Signs for the first time when I was a young little guy and that alien crossed the screen on the TV, horror and that feeling of being scared has brought me such a curiosity, such an interest, that I've just been infatuated with horror movies ever since. And this is my list where we're not just going to talk about the scariest movies like I've ever seen, but also kind of where I was at when I saw them and why they had such an impact. These are my honorable mentions, starting with Annabelle Creation. This is the second Annabelle movie. The first one was a dumpster fire. I had no more interest in the series. I was a big fan of the Conjuring series. I was very hyped up for Annabelle. And then Annabelle was a letdown. But on a cheap $5 Tuesday, I thought, you know what? Let me go check out this Annabelle Creation. For the next hour and 45 minutes, I proceeded to have the worst calf cramps in my life because I was on the edge of my seat the entire night. This experience in the theaters was absolutely insane. I also just rewatched this not too long ago, and it still holds up. The suspense, the scares, the attacking of children and Christian people, it really hits home. Next on the list is The Descent. This is an all-time classic for me. I have seen this movie so many times. But my first watch ever of this movie was right before I went caving. And let me tell you something. This movie is not only scary because of the creepy, scary stuff within the movie, but also just being trapped alone or thinking you're alone in a cave with limited light is probably one of the scariest things you could ever experience in your life. Last of the honorable mentions, but not last in my heart, is Don't Breathe. This movie has awesome acting performances in it. It really kind of grips you, the story between her and the child and the weird relationship that she's in with these two guys. Oh, and don't forget, there's a blind guy that has super hearing. And that blind guy is scary. I thought he was scary in the Avatar. He is scary in this. If I was a burglar, this would be my worst nightmare. And this movie just ramps up, gets more and more crazy as it goes. And I do remember a funny thing about this movie was a lot of people had complaints about his first movie, The Evil Dead, because there was too much blood. So in this one, there was like no blood. But oh my gosh, the suspense, the thrills, the jump scares, the scenes in this, it all worked. And in the theaters, this one had me sore after. I watched this movie when it came out because all my friends and everyone online was talking about how freaking good and scary this movie was. I went into it with crazy high expectations, thinking there was no way they could meet them. And Hereditary delivered. Ari Aster was a genius with this movie. This movie from the opening get-go is so creepy, so eerie, and that tension just builds. And the final 20 minutes scare the ever-living life out of you. So much so that you kind of live with this eerie, creepy feeling days after watching this movie. Toni Collette's performance is so good. I am scared of her. She's an amazing actress. I think if I met her in person, I would be scared of her because of this performance. This movie is truly incredible, and it's truly one of the top 5 scariest movies of my entire life. If you would have told me 3 years ago that I would be putting Insidious on this list, I would have told you you're crazy. I watched this movie as a child, as a teenager, and I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. I think the rest of them have some really good moments, some really good scares, some great acting performances. I love you, Patrick Wilson. This one, though, I just watched it again last year, and it still holds up. And if anything, it might have gotten scarier for me. The demons and ghosts in this movie are beyond creepy. They are really scary. And I feel like all the shots that they put into this movie, whether it was POV shots or or long continuous shots really just work and really just sell the thrills and the horror in this movie. This movie had me freaking turning on the lights. I watched this movie in the daytime and I was scared of it. That's saying something. And so it belongs here at number 4. Moving on to number 3, this is The Wailing. It is so dark. It is so creepy. It slowly builds to an insane conclusion. It has the most realistic devil I've ever seen in my life. If I ever met him, I would be expecting him to look like how he does in this movie. This movie really surpassed my expectations. I had heard some good things online, but this got me to really check out all the things by this director. It got me to check out all these other actors' performances. This movie's an amazing movie, and it also just scares the crap out of you. Like I said, the devil in this movie is not for the faint of heart. This guy is terrifying, and so it's going to land at number 3 for me. Sinister is one of these movies that if you watched it in high school or if you watched it when it came out, you would understand what this movie did to you. This movie for a first-time watcher, a first-time viewer, is absolutely pitiful, absolutely terrifying. I don't want to go too much into spoilers, but a lot of the home footage movies that are found in this movie honestly leave me gutted, honestly leave me petrified. I remember my first ever watch of this movie, and I had to have a sleepover after this movie. This movie was terrifying. It's so good. I love Ethan Hawke. I love a lot of the performances in this. Rest in peace to the cop. And man, Mr. Boogie is a scary, scary individual. It's so funny that they call him Mr. Boogie, but he is so terrifying in this. The kids are terrifying. The home footage is absolutely gutting. This movie is so scary. I've rewatched it a few times since then because I've always thought it's just one of the scariest movies. I would put it at 1, but in my last few rewatches, it just is one of these movies where I don't know if it's as rewatchable as some other movies that would be potentially on this list. And so for that, that's why I'm going to keep it off of number 1. And now, moving on to the number 1 scariest movie of my entire life. I got goosebumps just looking for a picture of this movie. This movie haunted me for most of my teenage life, most of my childhood life, most of my adult life. To this day, if I end up hanging out in a shower, I do not close my eyes. I would rather have shampoo in my eyes than close my eyes and think about this movie. This movie is called Ju-on the Grudge. The Japanese one, the 2002. The American one's okay, but you know how American remakes are. This movie is absolutely terrible. And not terrible because it's a bad movie. It's a great movie. It's very gripping. It's got an amazing thrill. But it is just so scary. It feels so real. It feels so scary. And this is one of those movies that if you're okay after watching this, you might need some serious help. I need to sleep with all the lights on after this movie. I need to watch a happy movie after this. I need to sing happy songs. I need to call my mom after this movie. This movie is intense. This movie is scary. I have watched it only one other time since my childhood because this movie scares me so damn bad. And that's everything, folks. Let me know if there's a movie that I left off that you think is way more terrifying than the list I made. Let me know if I missed something. Let me know if you have some movies that I should watch. You know, I've seen a lot of horror movies, but I haven't seen everything. So maybe you guys have some suggestions. Maybe you guys disagree with my list. Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, guys. Peace.